heard that everything is energy? Have you heard that we should let go and trust the universe? Have you heard that we create? I've heard this many times, for years. I know it. I believe in that. But I didn't understand that. What does it mean to understand something for me? It's to be able to explain what does it mean and try to make another person to understand it as well. But yesterday, it was the day after a while of me trying to understanding this thing purposely. I understood. I'm in the beginning of the understanding about how by energy I create. Okay, everything is energy. I know it. Okay, I am creating. What does it mean? Well, let me tell you. Because maybe you are at the same place as I was a week ago. That I knew, but I didn't understand. And maybe how I will explain it to you will help you understand. Because I couldn't find a way until this day. And I've listened to all of the big names. And again, maybe I was living under a rock. Maybe there was something with me that all of you were like, we understood it like right away. And I was like, hey, what? But now I understand. So this is dedicated to the people who's like me. And what I thought to myself that I was focusing on what is energy in a spiritual, in the spiritual meaning. And then I started to have an interest in astrophysics. From there, I started to have an interest in physics. And then I've started to listen to what is the meaning of energy in physics, not in a spiritual way. And I thought, okay, this is my way. If I will understand what does it mean energy in physics, in the most basic way, because I'm not going to learn now physics for 4 years or more. I will search for videos that will. I was watching videos for kids. Yes. If you want to understand something, watch videos for kids, because they are doing it interesting, because it's supposed to be for kids. So, yeah. Also, I was watching for grown-ups because I'm a grown-up. But I'm also a child, as all of us. So I was also watching for kids. And, okay, I started to, this is energy. This is energy. Okay, they explain. Now what? And then from there, I could take what I learned there and put it on a spiritual energy, on at least how we create with energy as human beings. I have many more things to understand, but this is my first step of understanding. I'm going to share it with you now. First of all, what does it mean, energy in physics? Energy is basically everything. And the cool thing about energy that it will never end and it will never create from zero. It means it is always changing itself. There are plenty of types of energy. I'm talking about physics. And what happens is that this type of energy can go through a process to become another type of energy. There is the energy that comes from the sun, and if it meets the correct energies, they will create fire. Okay, they need wood, they need oxygen, and then it creates fire. So the energy that comes from the sun was this type of energy, and then she transformed to becoming a fire. Okay, and there is a term that in physics they call energy also work, but there is a difference. And everything is always energy. Also, energy as work is energy. But in physics, when they say work about energy, it's energy that is in a transformation. I have it here, I will read it. Work is the transfer of energy, and energy is the ability to do work. I hope that I explain it to you in a way that you will understand, because as I said, this is not my thing. What does Joe Dispenza is always saying? That emotion, it's energy in motion. It means that it could be transformation of the type of the energy, right? From this energy to another energy, like with the car engine and engine. First, that you have types of energy that you have to put it all together, do something, with the gas. Then there is a like tiny bit of explosion, and then there is a place where is a heat because of this explosion. So before that it was one type of energy, and after this process and that it had to be with other types of energy, it became an explosion and a heat that burns the gas, okay, to give the car the ability to drive. Now, let's take it from here to the spirituality. We are energy. Everything in this world is energy. And there are plenty of types of energy. The difference between me and a table or this wall is the type of the energy. Neil deGrasse Tyson is saying that also everything in the universe, including us, it's a form of 4 main things, and not things, but ingredients: carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, and hydrogen. All of the things in the universe are from those 4 things. Cool, right? And we are also, everyone here on the universe is from stardust. So all of us are energy that transformed, or just a different kind of energy. So if I'm an energy, okay, in a spiritual way, and also in a true way, because I'm truly an energy, I will match the things to create the outcome that I want, okay? Let's take the chemistry class, right? There are always in the movies, I was studying chemistry, that if they will take 2 types of liquids and pour it in this bottle, the color will change. And then I can take 2 types of liquids and it will be an explosion. And then I can take 2 types of liquids and there will be nothing. Or like, it will become hot. So what does it mean? That 2 or 3 types of energy create something. If I want to create an explosion, and now when I am collaborating with those type of energy and we mix together, I create only a different color. What do I need to do? I need to change, right? I need to transform to another energy. Transforming the energy, it's work. I need to work to become another energy, like in a car engine, right? So I need to become a new person. Obviously, I will not, when I'm saying transform, it's not going and having a plastic surgery. It's projecting a new energy to this world. Because everything is energy, and we also get energy from other people. You know that he's not my vibe. This is not my vibe. Our vibe doesn't match. Vibe is energy. There is something that matches or doesn't. So let's take what Joe Dispenza is saying. Joe Dispenza saying that emotion is energy in motion, means work. So if I have an emotion that comes from scenarios that I have in my head, for example, if I am imagining that I am arguing with someone, happens to all of us, I will get angry. This anger, it's an energy in motion. It's a work. So it projects the process, energy in motion. So it becomes, it was nothing, it was calm, and it became anger. And now this is what I'm projecting to the world. When I'm projecting this to the world, this is the only way, this is the only thing that I have also in my life. Meaning that, let's say again, we are in the chemistry class and I am projecting anger. Anger is the one of the products, one of the energies that combined with another one creates color. So all the time I will be this thing that combined with another thing and will create anger. And what does it mean, creating anger? Creating also in my physical reality situation that will make me feel angry. Because that's what I need to do, right? Blah, 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 a color, blah, 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 the same color. And also here the thing is that we always need to match the physical reality to our belief system and to our emotions that comes from the belief system, that comes from the scenarios from our thoughts, from our actions. So our actions would match the feelings, okay? And then it will create. So how can I say it to you in another way that can be that it can be more clearer? Let's say again the car engine. So it transforms, right? It was nothing. And then combining all of the ingredients, spark, heat, there is a heat in the engine. And then there is the car. The heat in the engine doesn't mean that you're going to, it doesn't make you drive right away. It gives heat for the car to drive, okay? But you are not in the car. You are the engine. So if I want to say that, trust the universe. So think about yourself as the engine that creates the heat, that do the work, right? Because from nothing, you create heat. So you transformed. So it was work. So you are doing the work and you're giving heat to the engine so the car could drive. Do you know when the car is going to drive? No. Maybe it will take a while because the passenger, called the universe, having a conversation with his date in the car, when he's need to have the air conditioner because it's hot. So the engine is working and we are not, the car isn't driving yet. And do you know is the engine when the car is going to drive, where the car is going to drive? No. But you know that the car will drive. And you know that the car will go to a place that will not, purposely at least, will not harm the car, will not harm the engine. Okay, so this is a cool example with the universe. So the universe is the driver of the car and you are the creator. Without you, the car cannot drive. So this is why it's cool way to think that if I want to trust the universe and let go, so I know that I'm doing the work, truly, not like going to a therapist and think this is I'm doing the work. No, you're truly doing the work. You're transforming to a new person. You're doing things in the physical reality like I'm doing here. This is the work that I'm doing. And I know that the car will go somewhere. I'm already driving somewhere. I don't know where yet. but we are driving, and I'm giving it heat all the time, because if I will now stop working, the engine will stop working as well. So the car wouldn't have the heat in the engine to drive. Therefore, it needs to go together. So this is a cool example, I think. This is cool. I think this is cool, you know? Another cool example with that is if emotion is energy in motion. So that means work. It means transformation of energy. And you can say that you are the car, you are in the driver's seat. That this is what plenty of times I was hearing, that we should be in the driver's seats. So okay, you are in the driver's seat, and the engine, the heat that he creates is your emotion. I'm like, right now I think about cool stuff to say. And when there is a heat, also anger is that heat. So if I have anger, the whole me, would drive to where I can see anger, to where I can become angry, right? Fight with people, argue with people, because this is what the engine, my emotion, creates. And this is how we create our physical reality. You understand? Because I will keep talking. If you don't understand, no worries, because I have more to say. But okay, I'm very excited because it took me a while. And if my engine, the heat that, I don't remember if I said it, but how I'm creating an emotion, visualizing. I said it about imagining scenarios. So imagine wonderful scenarios. Or just do something that makes you feel relaxed, such as journaling, working out, reading a book, meditating. Then you are very relaxed. Many times after I'm doing yoga, I feel so relaxed that I cry. Today I read a book, 10 out of 10 book, thriller, psychological thriller, 10 out of 10. And the last page made me cry of like, so you see this is the emotions that my body creates. And also if you want to visualize, so you can sit and visualize, because there are people that don't feel that this is their way. So I gave you like more options to feel more relaxed. Maybe you can journal, and while you're journaling, or maybe you can talk to yourself. I'm talking to myself since I was a teenager, sitting in my room talking with myself. Lovely. So you can talk to yourself if it's harder to imagine, and by that it creates an emotion. I love to visualize, so I just visualize scenarios that I'm here and I'm there and I'm that. And sometimes I'll also imagine accidentally scenarios that I like start to feel anger, and I'm like, wait, what am I doing? Why am I wasting my time on imagining things that brings me anger with people who are not in my life anymore, or stuff like that? I want to imagine wonderful things. Then imagine wonderful things, and I'm smiling. Also breath work. Wow. You will feel on the cloud. So then you will create this lovely emotion, happiness, excitement, joy, just relaxed. And then this is what you have in the engine. So me as the driver, I would go and search for things that matches this energy. I will drive to find in the physical world things that make me feel relaxed, because this is what I have in my engine. This is what the heat that was created. It's a heat of relaxation, of fun, or of happiness. This is why many times recently I've heard manifesting coach saying that sometimes the best thing you can do, the greatest manifestation technique or something like that, is to just feel great. Because when you feel great, those are the things that you are searching for. And everything is already exist. If you are in the process of changing, or if you have some things that you've noticed that you're already changed, and you will think about it, that in the past, when you were feeling sad, angry, anxious, you had so many clues, so many things in the physical world that would match this feeling, because this is where you were focusing on. So you would go there. And the moment you started to change, and you purposely were searching and focusing on the things that matches the feeling that you want to feel, and you are starting to feel a bit. And then when you're already feeling it, when it's already a habit, you will not see the things that you were seeing in the past. Suddenly you see plenty of wonderful situations that will bring you this same feeling. And when you go to there, and when you go to an area, there you will find something that we will go back to the chemistry lesson. That if you were in the past, you remember a chemistry energy, an energy that combined with another energy create color, while you wanted to create an explosion. You had to do the work to change to another energy. That, as I'm saying, I'm going, the car is driving to the things, to the place that I could find an energy that matches this feeling that I have. And because I go to this place, there are even many more opportunities and many more situations that I can combine this explosion. So me with this good energy wants to find another things that makes me feel great. Then I find it, we match, and we create an explosion. Like another physics like rule that I don't know how to say it, I don't remember it, but when there is a wave, let's say here, a wave, and there is another wave who matches it exactly, when they meet, like it's not like that, but it's more like that, and when they match, this is the meaning of being in alignment. When they match, it will create like a bigger one, like an explosion. So you have to match, you have to be in alignment. Alignment doesn't mean that it's good or bad. Your emotion, your energy and motion, supposed to be aligned with the things that you see in the reality. And then there's an explosion. This is how you also become this person that you want to be, by just being, by just following the good feelings. This is how you create scenarios in your life, by energy. And this is how everything is energy, as we learn from physics, and then to a more spiritual meaning. Also, when you're there already and you trust the process, after a while, you can take the example of you being the engine, the heat that you create, and just trust the universe that he's the car, that he will go. And you don't know how and you don't know when, but you know that the universe will take you to a place that matches the energy you create with your emotions. Thank you. I hope that that I explained it in a way that you could understand. It's still new to me, but I felt that I must share it with you. Thank you so much for being here. It makes me so excited because I was, in the last couple of days when I understood it, I started to like think about it more and more and analyze it more and more, so I could truly understand it, so I could at least explain it to you in the way that I see it now. I have more to learn, but for such a long time, I wanted to have the ability to explain it. Because it's not only explaining to you, it's also explaining, especially explaining to myself, why this is the truth, why it truly exists, why this is truly the way. I always knew it, I felt it, I believed in that. But I couldn't understand why. And now I can understand after a while of purposely trying to. So I'm very proud of myself, and I truly hope that I help you today to see the world this way. I hope it will have a good impact on you. Maybe if it will have bad, so what can I do? But my hope and my intention is to help you feel better in your life. So thank you for being here so much. It will help me a lot. If you will subscribe my channel, it will help me and it will help the channel. And by that, by growing this channel, it will help more people to feel better with themselves. This is why I'm here, and thank you for being here with me and giving me the ability to give you. Thank you so much. I wish you a magical day full of magical adventures. And remember that everything is energy. So go and create a wonderful heat in your engine, or whatever was like, whatever you want.